the Bosch numbers had just declared, were just declared during as we went into the break. Let's go across to my colleague Karunya. She tracks Bosch pretty closely. Karunya, how are the numbers? What is it looking like?
Pankaj, it's actually been a good set delivered by Bosch. If you look at the margins as well as the revenue, they've been a beat versus the ET poll and most of the experts on the street, and that's why we're seeing a positive reaction combine the stock price as well. Profits have been in line, but however, if you see, if you adjust the one-time loss that they have incurred on back of gratuity that they've incurred about 93 odd crores, if you add it back, the profits are actually slightly higher by about 16-17 odd %. Otherwise, also the PAT is in line, and that's why a good reaction is coming in the stock price as well. Let me go through a couple of highlights that they have given out in the press release as well. They've seen a good growth across segments, so it's not just automotive and mobility segment, but across the board they've seen good growth, especially in the domestic market. While they've not given too much commentary on the exports, but they said they've seen a good growth in the domestic market as far as mobility goes. They are also positive across sectors going forward as well. Bosch's mobility solutions has increased by about 15 odd %. The exports have increased close to 17%, and within the mobility business, the powertrain solutions business has grown fairly well for the company. It's registered a strong double-digit growth, so that's what the company is extremely delighted about. Almost 20% growth in the powertrain business is what they've registered, and even though across the segment they've seen good growth, they're extremely positive about the transition to BS6, because their commentary on how ready they are for the BS6 transition, what is the kind of investment in R&D, in talent, resources that they're making, that's extremely important. Of course, we'll get the management on the channel in an hour or so, but they've also given out a positive sort of an outlook in the press release as well. They said that the results for the quarter have also been fairly good, not just for FY18, and the mobility sector is something that they are betting on going forward. BS6 commentary, readiness for EV, these two factors will be extremely important to find out once we get the management on the channel.
Okay, and let's just bring in the intraday chart of Bosch for you as well, and you can see how the markets are reacting to that. So even though all the parameters are in line, if not above expectations, maybe a thumbs down when it comes to that one-time loss. Just see the kind of reaction you had seen initially when the numbers had come out, and since then a recovery as well when they understood what that one-time loss is all about.